Hello, you're watching Max TV, and on Max TV we always like to bring you the latest gadgets and big boys toys. No more so than what I am stood on today. This is the ultimate big boys toy. Saying that, it takes anything up to 18 stone, so even the really big boys can play around on this. It's a motorised skateboard, Max product number 661. It comes in at £149 plus postage and packaging. Now, most of these motorised skateboards you'll see on the market around about £500 or £600 at least, which means that you really have to be into what you're doing to go out and buy one of these. What we like to do is bring you stuff that's affordable so you can get out and try it and have some fun. Now, it is a remote powered, petrol driven, not electric, it's petrol driven, 25 parts petrol to 1 part oil, which means that it is very, very quick. By saying very quick, I must go through just a little bit of the safety aspects. If you are going to be playing around on one of these things, you must really wear knee pads, elbow pads and a lid, as you would do if you were skateboarding or mountain biking or anything along those lines. It's still the same sort of fun that you can have. Now, on the hand control, you've got a basic brake, you've got the accelerator which you can flip onto cruise control, and you've got a safety cutout switch as well. It is a simple pull start, much as you would do with any standard petrol motor. It's chain driven, pneumatic tyres, and the suspension on it is absolutely incredible. You steer it much as you would do if you've been snowboarding or skateboarding. Any of you guys out there that are into that stuff, you will pick this up so easily. This thing is an extreme amount of fun. The guys took it out and they went down a path. Have a look at the footage. Not only did one of them have a go, but as soon as one of the guys had a go, everybody had to go. This is the demo model and it has been well used and abused already. Take a look at this. Grab it.
Try to break, but they never learn. You're a whole waste of time. It's not like
a Okay, so now you've seen how much fun it can be, let's just give you a few more details on it. You've seen that it's quick. It's quick because it's a petrol-driven engine. Simply started with a pull cord. I'm not going to yank it too fast or I'll fire it up and disappear halfway across the studio. 25 parts petrol to 1 part oil. It's got a 1 litre capacity on the tank, which will take you for about 35 miles. And you're going to be knackered by the time you've done that, believe me. It's got pneumatic tyres, which obviously takes a bit of the pounding in suspension. It's great tread on there as well. It's chain and sprocket driven. It's got a remote control, which on the remote has a brake. You have your accelerator. On the accelerator, you can kick on so that it goes on to cruise control, which you simply do by that. Let it off cruise control, give it a quick squeeze, and then obviously you're back onto the power, onto the acceleration. And there is also a safety cutout switch, which is there, and you flick that, and it'll automatically cut the engine out. It's got 2 straps for your feet, so that obviously you can hang on in there when you're flying down hills or even up hills because the power is going to take you there. The suspension on it, as you saw earlier, is phenomenal. Steering left and right, obviously shock absorbers front and rear. Now it comes as a very easy self-assembly in 2 boxes. The board and the front wheels and suspension comes in 1 box and the engine already built and mounted, and the back wheels comes in the 2nd box. Comes with a toolkit so that you can assemble it, and quite simply, if I show you underneath, you've got 4 bolts there that you do, 4 bolts there, and 2 bolts for your footrests. Once you've tightened those up, you are simply ready to go, put petrol in, fire yourself off. Now, I must stress that these are not legal on public highways, but car parks, permission to go on private ground, anywhere like that, you're going to have maximum fun. I know guys that actually take these full on off-road and go flying down the sides of fields, and they also go down mountain bike tracks as well, certainly down where I live. Now these things will shift anybody along at an impressive speed. The maximum weight on these is 120 kilos. That's about 18 stone. The suspension will take it. Epoxy resin board, which is pretty damn unbreakable. We gave it an awful lot of abuse, and it didn't even touch the surface, to be quite honest. The one thing I like about this the most is the fact that on the back you've got the sexiest twin exhausts. Can you see those? Maybe I should just spin that round a little bit more. There you go. Have a look at those. How funky is that? And the engine sound is absolutely phenomenal. Believe me, when you come down the road, your mates are going to hear you, and they are all going to be turning heads. Now, I've said before, these things generally market out at over £500, which doesn't really make it accessible to you and I. Max TV, £149 plus postage and packaging. Product code MAX661. Who are these for? Big boys like me. That's exactly who they're for. If you're into your extreme sports, like I said, skateboarding, snowboarding, skiers, mountain bikers, BMXers, this is the toy for you. It's only just over 1 metre long. It will fit in the boot of any hatchback. Take it anywhere you like, get on some private land, as long as you've got permission, and just fire it up and get rolling. It will put the biggest grin on your face you have had all year long, believe me. Don't believe me? Let's have a look at a little bit more footage on how much fun the guys had on this thing. How much fun did that look? I was gutted when I got here and they said they'd already filmed the footage and every one of the lads have been out playing on this. But my producer says that I can take it out this afternoon, so I'm going to be having a blast with what's left of the petrol, and there isn't a lot, so they must have done a good 20 odd miles. So just to cover things again, it's got pneumatic tyres, which would take a lot of suspension. It does have suspension front and rear. It's got an awful lot of suspension front and rear. Epoxy resin board, foot straps front and rear, which are solid. Petrol motorised engine, which is remote control. You've got a brake on there, your accelerator, emergency cutout switch, and even a button for cruise control, which to let off the cruise control, just give it a quick click. It is so simple to use. Not only that, it's chain driven and comes with alloy wheels. How cool is that? And twin exhausts. Like I said, this is the ultimate big boys toy. Something that I am certainly going to go and have a play with. And all you need to know is max code 661. It's £149 plus postage and packaging, obviously. Get dialing 08450 702 571, or you can go online and order www.max.tv. You go and do that. I'm going to disappear out in the car park and play on this.